Carbohydrates are gonna make you. Don't be out here fasting on a week that you're having to bungee jump through the Grand Canyon, ski through the south of France. That is gonna be too heavy intensive day to be fasting. Not feel this huge surge of energy drain. Guys, we've all been there when we're fasting and we feel tired, but here's how you can fix that. Hi friends, welcome back to another video. Now this is the Daily Student YouTube channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe now. I mean, you're already here, you might as well subscribe. I'm always so grateful for every single one of you who are joining my channel in the hundreds and hundreds that you are every single day. Like, it blows my mind. You are joining my channel and subscribing every single day, and I can't even begin to say how grateful I am for every single one of you, and I love you guys so much and thankful that you're joining this journey. Guys, subscribe now because the plans that I have for this channel are insane and we have only just started this journey. You do not want to miss a thing, so do click that subscribe button. Now, as you guys know, on this channel we do shout outs, and the shout outs of today's video are these lovely people. So if you haven't subscribed to them already, go and check out their channel right now. And if you want to be in a chance of being next video's shout out, all you have to do is give this video a massive thumbs up, follow me on my Instagram here, screenshot this video, share it on your Instagram story, tag me and DM me once you're done, and you can be in a chance of being next video's shout out. The speed in which I say that makes me feel a bit like James Charles, but if you have missed any of that, the instructions for a shout out will be in the description. Now, as you can tell from the title of today's video, I wanted to do 10 tips on intermittent fasting. Now guys, can I tell you how many times I get asked about this all the time? So many of you who have been in my YouTube journey for a very long time, even if you've been here like a week, you will know how much I love CHLOE Ting, Vanderpump Rules, intermittent fasting, and the Kardashians. You'll know I'm literally obsessed with those things in my life. So many of you guys ask me every single day, can you give me tips on intermittent fasting? A lot of you guys didn't even know what it was. So let me show you my DMs, okay? Literally every day, if I don't get 200 plus messages every single day on my Instagram, over 100 DMs. I try to reply to every single one of your DMs, and that is so important to me to ensure that I'm trying to answer as many questions that you guys have as possible, or just even replying to you guys saying hey in the DMs. But over 150 to 200 DMs every single day. Like, I'll get through 50, but by the time I've even gone back within half an hour, there's already 40 more. So I'm trying my best to reply to every single person, but do not ever hesitate to DM me if you want to ask any questions and stuff like that. So for the full effect, do watch this video till the end, because I want to give you guys as much as possible the best tips that I use for my intermittent fasting journey, because it can be a bit daunting, especially I'm a big foodie, okay? I'm a big foodie. Like, anything, my friends and I, we bond over food. We love creating new food recipes. We're posting them on Snapchat all the time, on our Instagram stories. So the idea of fasting can be a bit like, oh my god, where do I even start? And this is where I feel like this video is going to be so helpful for the beginner to intermediate people. Over my time intermittent fasting, I've compiled my best tips that I can give anyone starting out to make it as smooth and easy as possible. I just want to have a quick brief description of what intermittent fasting is for anyone who doesn't know. Now, intermittent fasting is basically incorporating a calorie deficit whilst also having a shortened eating window. And now normally people eat every 2 to 3 hours, or every 4 hours, every 5 hours, but with intermittent fasting it's basically condensing your eating into either 4 hours, 6 hours or 8 hours of the day only, to allow your body optimum digestion throughout the rest of the day. And it kind of puts your body into a fasted state to boost the digestion and the calorie burning. Tip number 1, drinking loads of water. Now, this one seems really easy and really simple, but the reason why it's so imperative, especially when wanting to start off an intermittent fasting journey, is water is going to be such a huge energy source. It's going to be what helps the chemical processes in your body happen in order to make that weight loss even happen faster. It is so key and crucial to actually allowing you to have a smoother weight loss journey, even digestion, going to the loo. I know it's cringy and as obvious as it sounds, water is your key, baby. The reason why I also emphasize this is I am not a water person at all, especially when you're fasting. Water is key. And one of the questions that a lot of you guys ask me is, can you drink water throughout your fasting window? And yes, you can drink water any time of the day, even if it's not within your eating window. Drink water to your leisure, and that is one of the good things about it, is that you're going to get your energy source. If you're an exerciser, you can drink water when you're exercising. You can drink water anytime. Just make sure that water is in your diet. Tip number 2, and this is another Another very frequent popular question that I get asked is, how do I decide my eating window? One of the tips I always give you guys is it's going to be based on your daily schedule, your daily routine. If you're someone who's very much active in the day versus in the evening, that is going to be something that is incorporate when you want to eat. I choose to have my eating window at my most active point in the day, or the time of the day where I'm doing the most strenuous work. I always choose that to be the evening, because in the evening I get so much done, and to be able to have my dinner at the same time, to be able to have my snacks at the same time, really allows me to feel motivated when I'm doing something. That is just going to be incorporated to what daily routine that you have. 16-8 fasting, the 18-6 fasting, the 24 fasting, your length of fasting. If you're first starting out, start low. I would honestly start with a 16-8. I am a very much avid 20 hours fasting person, but I've been doing fasting for a very long time. But I think for the sustainability and to want to be able to keep it up, start with 16-8. And in fact, I wouldn't even recommend doing it every single day if you've just started out. I would recommend doing it twice a week just to really ease yourself in and to get the pace and the rhythm going. This will be more sustainable because you won't feel strenuous within that first week, because otherwise you'll be like, okay, I'm never doing that again. That was the worst week of my life. Having it every other day or even twice a week as a beginner is so important to really ease yourself in, and it will leave you wanting more next time. You'll be like, and you know what? I really enjoyed that week. Let me do 3 days, let me do 4 days, but start small with anything that you do. That is the only way you're going to be sustainable. So on to the next tip. I've always found this one to be so crucial, especially when people are telling me that you can fast any time of the day, any time of the week. But actually, I think one of the good tips about it is that I would not fast on a week that you're planning something big. If it's a birthday weekend, or if you have loads of dinners coming up, loads of meals coming up, just don't fast on that week. You've got next week to fast, but this week, just focus on doing those events and those activities that you have. Don't be out here fasting on a week that you're having to bungee jump through the Grand Canyon, because that is just not going to be sustainable. You're going to need loads of energy for that. And if you have fasted before, if you haven't familiarized yourself with fasting, it can feel a bit energy drained throughout the week when you're fasting. So in order to really have the best fasting week, do it on a week where you're not doing anything or not doing a lot of activities, or just doing your day-to-day 9 to 5, relaxing, chilling. That is best, but not when you're about to bungee jump off the Grand Canyon, when you're about to ski through the south of France. That is going to be too heavy intensive day to be fasting. Plan ahead, because there are ways to incorporate everything and still have the best of both worlds. Guys, we've all been there when we're fasting and we feel tired, but here's how you can fix that. Fasting has #1 drink that is incorporated throughout the entire process, or recommended even, and that is having coffee. This is something that is also incorporated into the ketogenic diet. So if any of you have tried keto or heard about keto, coffee is just going to really boost your energy. I am not a coffee drinker, and I've got to the stage now where I can fast without having to incorporate coffee. One of those things for any beginners to really incorporate, to not feel this huge surge of energy drain in your beginning stages. So coffee is something that you can incorporate into your intermittent fasting diet just to keep your energy levels up there. I know for me, incorporating the fact of having water, incorporating the coffee, having less carbs. Carbohydrates are gonna make you tired, boy. If I have a pizza 2 p.m. in the evening, you already know by 6 p.m. I'm asleep. And that is just the thing with heavy carbs. So especially when fasting, you're gonna really want to bring out your greens, bring out your water, bring out things that are really nutritious, not carb heavy, because carbs are gonna make you sleep. Bear that in mind, that every time you have carbohydrates or sugar, you're gonna be even more tired than ever before, especially when fasting. Another tip for fasting, we all know so hungry it's unbearable. Well, one of the things you can mitigate this, and it's really important for the sustainability of your fast, is planning your food and having it on the go for the minute your fasting window is open. So make sure you have a little snack to break your fast as soon as the time comes. And the reason for this is during your fasting period, you are already hungry. Let me tell you, you are hungry. Anyone in your way is getting taken down, because when I'm hungry, I'm so in the moodiest phase in my life ever. So what you want to do to kind of mitigate this is having your food there, is having your food ready. This is another thing that a lot of people ask me in my DMs, and it's a lot of people say, okay, my eating window is from 4 p.m. until 8 p.m. I had a snack at 10 p.m. at night. Okay, anything outside of your fasting window, you've killed your fast. And that is just that. It doesn't have any lenience or anything like that. I mean, it's not too awful to have gone over by 2 hours. It's not the end of the world, and you can still pick it back up the next day. And in fact, it might not do too much damage, but just know that technically you have broken your fast, anything outside of your fasting window, your body's gonna revert out of ketosis or your fasted state. Last but definitely not least, and I always want to end the video on a very, very high positive note, and that is just to have fun with it. If you break your fast, so what? You're only human. Fasting is not the be all and end all of weight loss. It's a fantastic method, but never feel too down on yourself if you feel like it's something that you just can't do, or if you feel like it's something where, you know what, it's my friend's birthday, my fasting window ended 2 hours ago, but I want to eat cake with my friends. Do it, okay? You only live once, and don't feel too hard on yourself if you ever feel like you've broken out of your weight loss journey or you haven't followed what you were supposed to follow that day. Just be free with it. Don't ever feel too tied down. Don't ever feel too much pressure. You really have to try and stick to a strict dieting routine. Just have fun with it. You do you. You live your life. You only live once, and if you mess up, so what? Who cares? And guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I love chatting with you, and thank you again so much for every single one of you who are subscribing in your hundreds and upon hundreds every single day. It overwhelms me so much with the amount of you that are supporting me. Again, I'm going to be trying to reply to every single DM. There's over 200 of you messaging me every single day on Instagram, but I'm trying my hardest to reply to as many of you as possible. And don't forget, if you want to be in a chance for having next video's shout outs, all you have to do is follow me on this Instagram here, which is my Instagram page. Give this video a massive thumbs up, screenshot it, share it on your Instagram story, tag me and DM me once you're done, and you can be in a chance of having next video's shout outs. And don't forget, later on this week, you're going to be seeing a what I eat in a day to lose weight, which is so exciting because it's very, very highly requested, and I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye, guys.